Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for hanging out with me again today. I don't really have a plan for today's video, but I know I wanted to sit down in front of the camera. I am craving some makeup on my face, so I thought we would just do a very quick everyday makeup routine. Get ready with me to go absolutely nowhere, just hanging out here at home, but I still want a face of makeup. So what better time to just show you guys my everyday makeup routine. My makeup routine is probably a little bit more than most when I'm not really going anywhere or have any errands to run, because I still like a full face of makeup even when I'm at home. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you learn a few things and get some value out of today. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. So yeah, grab your makeup brush and let's get started. Now I do have a few new products to share with you guys, things I've already played around with, and then some things that we're going to try together and give you my first impressions, a couple of new things. But recently I have been absolutely loving this product. This is the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. It is not a new product by any means. This has been around for a hot minute. It's been around since I was a very young adult. But TikTok has made pretty much everything resurface, resurrect, and come back to being relevant. So I am very much into a glowy finish. So we are going to use this today. I am in the shade Medium Glow. I've been using it so much. You guys already know I don't like the e.l.f. Halo Glow. It just is like too much for me. It's too glowy. I feel like it emphasizes my pores and my texture. I couldn't get that to work. So when I saw everybody was talking about this on TikTok as also being something that is worth having in your collection, I grabbed it. Okay, going into foundation. So honestly, on a normal day, I am still going in with a medium coverage foundation. So this is a foundation that is new to me, not a new product. This is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion. I mentioned that I picked this up in my Ulta haul a few videos back. I've only tried it once and I like it. I just feel like the shade is a little bit off for me, but I want to try it again today because why not? We're here. This is an everyday makeup routine. This is not an everyday product that I use, but I do like the finish of this. It is definitely very glowy. Classic 10 M3, and I have found that because it has that SPF in here, it just gives me a little bit of a gray cast, so I have to balance it out with a little bit of a yellow pigment. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna do a little concoction over here. I'm just gonna warm up the foundation with my fingers and just kind of blend that in a little bit and then go over it with my sponge. I'm gonna fix it with bronzer in a little bit, just going over with my sponge. I just wish foundations would stop putting SPF. Sometimes it just leaves a bit of a gray cast that doesn't work for us. Yeah, I love the way that lotion and then the finish of this foundation pairs together. Just gives really nice luminosity to the skin. I am gonna go in with a little bit of color corrector underneath my eyes. And speaking of under eyes, if you are not following me on Instagram, you really should, because sometimes I'll do reviews over there that I don't post on YouTube Shorts or anything like that. And I was talking about this product. This is the Good Molecules Yerba Mate Wake Up Eye Gel. I did a full in-depth review on this. I had originally seen this on Brandify's app, comparing it to the Dr. Brandt, what's it called? No More Baggage Under Eye Cream. It has that caffeine in there, which helps kind of like plump up the skin. This specifically has that hyaluronic acid, so it does a really good job at juicing up the skin. Anyways, you can go check my Instagram out. I saved it in a highlights called eye cream, or yeah, I think it's like eye cream or something like that. It really does a good job. As soon as you put it on your skin, you can feel like that caffeine working right away at tightening. It really did soften my fine lines under my eyes. So this is a product that I don't really hear a lot of people talking about really at all. I really, really like this. I don't think it's gonna completely eliminate any puffiness or anything like that, but as far as kind of giving you a little bit of a boost under your eyes, it really does a good job. And it's only like $9 on Amazon. You can get it at Ulta as well. Let me know in the comments what your favorite products are from this brand. Have you even tried this brand? I do like my under eyes to have that brightness, and sometimes it just really takes correcting the dark gray circles. And I like to take it up right here on the side of my nose because I do have some darkness on kind of like where that bone is right there. So I just take whatever is left of that orange and put it on the side of my nose. Now going in with a concealer, you guys, I have two concealers that I think work so beautifully together. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in the shade Golden. I really like this concealer. I've talked about it numerous times, but this is a newer concealer to me. This is the Neutrogena Radiant Cream Concealer with peptides and antioxidants. This is in the shade Cashew Light Medium 3. I like it. It does have a little bit of like more of a peachy undertone. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. This shade is more of my skin tone, but I like to put that on top of the under eye corrector and then use the Neutrogena one to add a little bit more brightness. Blend that out. And then going over top a little bit with the Neutrogena for some brightness. Okay, we will set the under eyes in a little bit. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of bronzer. I don't really have a new bronzer or anything like that, but this is just what I use every day. This is my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Deep Chestnut. Just for a little bit of that everyday bronziness. I really like this shade quite a bit. So I just go on top right over here. And then I just blend upwards. Okay, everything is kind of blended in right now. We'll do another pass over to blend everything together. Going in with another cream. I love this blush, you guys. It is just such a good, everyday, easy to use, beginner-friendly cream blush from Flower Beauty. This is the Blush Bomb in the shade Melon. So good. A lot of people have compared this to the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizing Blush. Not the same shade, but kind of the same formula. I really do like this one from Laura Mercier, but this one is so much less expensive and performs just as well. Just add a little bit to the high points. It is quite pigmented, but it does sheer out once you blend it. And this color, if you are a deeper skin tone, is just so beautiful. I'm going to blend that out. And since it is a cream, like you can see how it just diffuses once you blend that in. So if you go in heavy-handed, don't worry. Once you blend it out, it does sheer quite a bit. Going over top with my sponge again to kind of make sure there's no harsh lines anywhere. But since I am gonna go over top with a powder, I'm going to leave it just like this. Okay, let's go in with a bronzer. This is a new bronzer that I recently picked up. I saw this at my Walmart, and so I was really intrigued because I love the shade of this color. So this is from Makeup Revolution, the Super Bronzer Powder. It's a super matte finish. It's in the shade Desert, but I love the shade of this. It's like a perfect, has like that orangey undertone, so it's more of a warm undertone. So for me, it's not gonna make me look gray or ashy, so I really do like it. And it smells a little bit like chocolate. It's really a good bronzer, very inexpensive as well. Dust this everywhere I added the cream contour. You can build this up pretty nicely as well. Okay, I'm going to now go in with blush. I've bought this a long time ago, and I don't know why, I just never really reached for it, but recently I've just, for whatever reason, I found it again, and I can't stop using this on top of cream. This is so good, you guys. It is definitely a matte finish, but it's so highly pigmented, but it blends really nice. This is the Juvia's Place Duo Blush Volume 1 Blushed Rouge. I'm just gonna lightly take this coral shade. You don't need a lot. This is so pigmented, less is more. I'm just going to lightly set and dust it on top of where we put that blush from Flower Beauty. And you can add like this lighter shade to like the apples of your cheeks or a little bit lower. And then if you wanted to go in with a deeper shade, you can kind of like add it higher up. Let's set the under eyes now. So I have recently rediscovered this product. I've had this for such a long time. This is like, it's completely rubbed off the cap. This is the Wet n Wild, what is it called? the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Loose Setting Powder in Banana shade. I love this so much. You get so much product. I swear I've had this for over a year now. It's just so good, and I don't know why I stopped using it, but I've fallen back in love with this powder. It just gives you the most softest, just velvety under eyes. I love it so much. So I'm gonna go in with this, with my triangle poof. This is too much product, so don't forget to wipe off all of that excess because you don't want to have dry, cracked under eyes. And I'm just going to press that in. And I like putting my blush first because when you set your eyes with the powder later, it does a good job at kind of diffusing any harsh line that you have with the blush. So it kind of just makes everything melt in together. And I am going to take whatever is left and set the T-zone on top of my brows, around my nose. Nobody really does this anymore. We all used to do this technique back in the day, but I still like the way this looks. I'm gonna wipe all of this off in a few minutes. Let's go into eyebrows. I do my eyebrows every day, even though they are microbladed. I feel like I still need to pencil them in because you can see like they've lightened up quite a bit because of all of that concealer and foundation that got into it. So I just brush my eyebrows upwards and then going in with my e.l.f. Precise Brow Pencil. I'm just gonna fill in my eyebrows. Are you guys watching any TV shows? Well, for a long time, we did not even have a TV. We don't have shows that we're even like aware of exist. We see people talking about certain shows like, hey, did you watch this? Did you watch that? And we're like, no, I have no idea. A few years ago, I got into the show called The Chosen. Have y'all watched that? Have you heard of it? It's so good. It's such a good show. I mean, I know how it ends. And if you're a believer, you know how it ends too, but it's just so good. It is like the only thing I have been binge watching on repeat. It is so good. If you are not watching it, it's a free app. You just download it on your phone, type in The Chosen in your app store, and you can just start watching it right from the app for free. I am going to dust all of this off now. Okay, so going in now to eyeshadow, I have talked y'all's head off. If you're on Instagram with me, I have talked this eyeshadow so much. I can't stop using it. I just think it is such a good eyeshadow for very few dollars. It is the Milani Mini Gilded. I have the color story called Champagne Problems. I know you are probably seeing this everywhere. It is so good. When I tell you guys that these perform as good as high-end eyeshadows, I'm not joking. Milani just kills it with eyeshadows. They do so well, but I don't know, there's just something about these that are just like amazing. Amazing, amazing. I love the color story. They have a few other shades that I want to grab, but I liked this one because of its warmer tones. Going in with this lighter terracotta shade, buffing this in, keeping it pretty high up on the brow area because I have slight hooded eyes. I feel like I need to have everything a little bit more lifted since most of my product gets lost and tucked into that fold. So I like adding that product higher up. I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger. These are very pigmented as well, and they show up quite a bit. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go in with a brush just for a more softer look. If I need to go in with my finger a little bit later, I will. Going in with my Real Techniques crease brush, and I'm just going to dust this on the eye just because I want like a kiss of color and not so much of like a bam glitter moment. Going in with a brush could help diffuse that. I am going to take this reddish copper shimmer shade a little bit on my brush, and I'm going to focus that just on the lid, but a little bit towards the outer corner, a little tiny bit. And that will be it for the eye area. I'm gonna just take this kind of mauve brown shade just on the lower lash a little bit, just for some definition. I'm gonna actually go in with both this Rush shade and this purple. That's all I'm doing for eyes for an everyday look. That's typically what I would do. I'm going to put some eyeliner on. So I'm gonna go in with eyeliner with my CoverGirl Exhibitionist. I've talked about this so much. This is the best liquid liner, in my opinion, at the drugstore. It's so beginner friendly. I just love it so much. It dries down really black and really matte. We are almost done. Now, I saw this at my Walmart. This is new, like brand new. This is the Kiss press-on falsies. And it says that it is a pre-bonded technology, no glue needed. Have you guys seen this? I'm very, very interested. So you are putting these underneath your lashes, which is why I wanted to put on mascara first. So let's try this together. Pluck a cluster from the tray. You have medium and long. Place the cluster underneath your natural lashes. Let me scoot in. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Did that work? Hold on. Okay, wait, I think I got something in my eye. Something is like rubbing into my eyeball. Okay, let's try again. Oh, I can see. Can you see? There's like a rogue little hair kind of like sticking up. I think that was what was in my eyeball. We're gonna try again. Oh crap. We're gonna start over with a new cluster. Okay, I kind of got it on. It's not okay, I think I got it on. Okay. Okay, let's try another cluster. So I'm just going with another cluster. Okay, that went on easy. Can you guys see it? That went on easier. Let's add one more cluster. I'm gonna add a medium. Let's add this medium right here. Okay, so that goes on really easy. I mean, for the sake of convenience, I think they're okay. I don't know that I love it. I mean, they're just okay. Like, I like the feathery look of these, but it just kind of takes forever. And for $14.99, you don't get a lot of clusters in here. You're gonna have this for one use, and then you have to buy it again. I don't know, I just think it's kind of expensive. So anyways, I'm gonna finish up the other eye because I don't wanna keep you here all day long. Let me do this eye with the clusters, and then we're gonna do a quick lip and we'll be done. Be right back. We're back. Lashes are now on. Last thing to do, this is my everyday lip routine. I am just loving this lip combination so much. I get a lot of questions on Instagram about this. So going in with my lip liner, this is from NYX in the shade Nutmeg. I love this shade so much. It is the perfect nude lip liner shade for me. I will slightly overdraw the bottom part of my lip. This is going to be really hard to talk. So I just slightly overdraw the bottom portion, and then I stop about 3/4 of the way up. I don't go all the way in here. And then I just kind of use the side of it just to give a more softer look, but I do go pretty hard on the bottom part. And then for the top of the lip, I just slightly overdraw in a rounded shape with the side of my liner. And then keep going down. Okay, and then all I do is I take my finger and I lightly buff that out just to soften that up. And then I go in with this. This is the Wet n Wild Rose Comforting Lip. This is a dupe for the Tarte Juicy Lip, in my opinion. I've shared this on Instagram. I've also shared this in a YouTube short and TikTok. The consistency feels very, very similar for a fraction of the price. This was like $4, and then the Tarte is $24. So you're saving about 20 bucks there for a very similar finish. This is in the shade Biscotti Mommy. And I love the combination of both this shade and that brown liner. It is so good. I love it. Very hydrating, and just like that Tarte, it's very melty, very juicy, and very hydrating. And that's all I've been doing for my everyday lip. And then lastly, I'm just gonna top off with a little bit of highlighter. I am going in with my Wet n Wild Halo Glow Blush Lighter. This one is in the shade, I gotta get better telling you guys the shade of things, but this one is in, what is this called? Flash Me. So pretty. Just taking the same brush and just doing a very light sweep. That's all I'm doing. And then I'm just hitting the high points of my cheek for a little bit of that shine. And then I'll take my finger and then just kind of hit the nose, the bridge. And that's it. And I'm gonna finish off with setting spray. This is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. And that is it, you guys. This is my everyday makeup routine. This is usually what I'm wearing on an everyday basis. I might change my foundation around because I have multiple favorites that are always on rotation. But for the most part, this is it. Very, very easy, very simple, nothing crazy. I love the way this blush looks, and then a very simple eye. That's all I've been doing for my everyday makeup routine. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Leave me some comments. God bless you guys, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video.